todos los que se escriben en inglés, todos los semanarios son
I
invitados.
always believe that the people read the weeklies more than they read the dailies.
Su opinión siempre ha sido de que la gente lee más los periódicos que se publican semanalmente que los diarios.
And you're always welcome here into my office.
Y siempre están bienvenidos en su oficina. El que
When I was the
entenderlo.
mayor, everybody was always welcome.
Cuando fui alcalde, todo el mundo era bienvenido a mi oficina.
And when I became a congressman, I wanted to continue that.
Y cuando se convirtió en congresista, quería continuar esa
Not
tradición.
just in Paterson, but in all the towns.
No solo en Paterson, sino en todos los pueblos que
Because
representan.
Latinos live everywhere now.
Porque los latinos viven en todas partes ahora.
People local, they think that they think Latinos all live in Paterson and Passaic.
Que la gente loca cree que los latinos solo vivimos en Paterson y en Passaic.
And when you see the number, for instance, in Clifton, New Jersey, all the Latinos, I mean, when I ran for office in 1996 for Congress, of course I had to campaign, and one of the towns was Clifton.
Ya.
And when I noticed in the Lakeview section of Clifton, every other house that I knocked on the door, they used to live in Paterson.
Ya.
They were Latino.
Hace 16 años, cuando se lanzó el Congreso, fue a la ciudad de Clifton y se daba cuenta que especialmente en la zona de Lakeview, cada otra puerta era una familia latina.
So now, in many towns, Prospect Park, Haledon, Hawthorne, you see Latinos run all the time like
Sí.
it's nothing, and that's the way it should be.
Dice que ahora tú ves latinos en Haledon, en Hawthorne, en muchos otros pueblos y así debe ser.
And many are elected to office.
Y muchos son oficiales electos.
So I get a charge sometime when I hear people say, well, you know, we want to have something to say about things. And I said, good. I said, it took me till I was 50 years old before I was first elected.
Que le causa gracia cuando la gente dice, no, yo quiero que escuchen mi punto de vista. Entonces él responde, es que él se demoró 50 años para llegar a un puesto elegido, para un puesto oficial.
Now I had to wait till I was 50 because the people who ran always thought that I had too many ideas, that I talked too much.
Él
So
esperó hasta
you
los
gotta watch this guy.
Él esperó hasta los 50 porque como que la gente del partido pensaba, este tipo habla demasiado. Entonces él tenía que esperar, hay que mirar a este hombre, hay que observarlo. Entonces esperó hasta los 50 para lanzar.
I've lived all my life in Paterson.
Ha vivido toda su vida en Paterson.
All my life.
Toda.
Was born here, raised here, raised my children here, and still live here on 9th Avenue. In fact, when I made my announcement that I was going to run for congressman in the 9th District, I made it right in front of my house on 9th Avenue, where I've lived for 42 years.
Yeah. Él dice que él nació en Paterson, se crió en Paterson, se casó en Paterson, vive en Paterson, crió a sus hijos en Paterson. Es más, cuando lanzó la campaña oficialmente, la lanzó en las escalas de su casa, en la 9ª Avenida.
When I got elected in 1996 to the Congress, people came to my house to wish me well, for nice flowers and plant, and they said, don't forget us.
En 1996, cuando ganó la campaña de Congreso, la gente llegaba y le llevaba regalos, flores, plantas, como una señal de agradecimiento, y le decían que no se olvidaran de ellos.
They thought that because I was elected to the United States Congress, that I had to move out of the neighborhood. In fact, move out of Paterson.
Pensaban que como lo habían elegido al Congreso de los Estados Unidos, que debería mudarse, como que había cambiado, y que había cambiado tanto que tal vez iba a mudar de Paterson.
I said, what, are you throwing me out of Paterson? What are you doing?
¿Cuál es el problema? Me están sacando de Paterson.
People have ideas about where you should live if you're a congressman. And I find that to be very interesting. I've lived here all my life. What am I going to move for? I don't have to move. I love my city. I love the people in my city. Long before I ran for public office, I was involved in the social life of the Latino community.
Dice, la gente tiene ideas hechas, ¿no? O formadas de que cuando uno es congresista uno debe vivir en otro lugar o se debe mudar a una situación mejor, a un lugar mejor. Pero él quiere que quede claro que siempre existió una relación muy allegada con la comunidad latina.
I went to Latino businesses.
Iba a negocios latinos,
I went to social events.
a eventos sociales.
I played in the basketball leagues and the softball leagues. Whether it was Dominican, Puerto Rican, Puerto Ricano, Peruvian, I was in all the leagues.
Jugó béisbol con dominicanos, jugó básquetbol, softball, con todas las comunidades, peruanas, dominicanas, todas las comunidades.
Everybody. So I did not have to introduce myself to the Latino community when I ran for office.
Así que yo no tuve que presentarme oficialmente a la comunidad latina cuando me lancé a un puesto oficial, porque ya la relación existía.
So in the beginning I was a gringo. When I played in all the baseball, the softball leagues, I was not a gringo.
Al comienzo era un gringo, pero ya después que jugaba béisbol y básquetbol ya no era gringo más.
We always got along.
Y fútbol, Congressman.
I'm sorry?
What about football?
Oh, yeah. We need some Latino football players like Victor. Victor Cruz.
Victor Cruz.
You know.
Oh, yeah, Victor.
But I think that's an important point because many people have to introduce themselves to the Latino community when they run for office.
Es que ese es un punto importante porque muchas personas tienen que hacer el esfuerzo de presentarse ante la comunidad latina.
My mother and father only went to the 6th grade in school.
Mi madre y padre solamente estuvieron hasta el 6º grado en la
lived in
escuela
Paterson.
y vivían en Paterson.
And my grandmother and grandfather went to the 3rd grade.
Y mis abuelos hasta el 3er grado.
But they were the smartest people I ever met.
Fueron las personas más inteligentes que yo he conocido.
And you all know exactly what I'm talking
Y
about.
ustedes todos entienden lo que eso significa.
Right?
Right.
So I come from good stock, Italian American.
Vengo de gente fuerte, de gente buena, italoamericanos.
My grandparents came here from Italy.
Mis abuelos vinieron a este país de Italia.
And my parents brought me up to respect everybody.
Y mis padres me criaron con el deseo, con la intención de respetar a todo el mundo.
Regardless of where you're from,
No importa de dónde sea,
regardless of what your religion
no
is,
importa su religión,
where you live,
dónde vive,
what your job is,
cuál es su trabajo,
everybody's equal.
todo el mundo es igual.
And that's what I live by.
Y esa es la filosofía con que
And
yo
I
vivo.
brought that to the position of alcalde, mayor,
Esa fue la filosofía que traje cuando era alcalde,
and I brought it to when I was a state legislator.
cuando era representante estatal.
And many of you know me for many years,
Y muchos de ustedes me conocen por muchos años.
many years. And I don't think I've changed at all about that stuff.
Y no creo que yo he cambiado mucho, ni menos en su filosofía.
Our door has always been open.
Las puertas de su oficina siempre han estado
And I was
abiertas.
saying before how many people come here for immigration problems.
Y antes estábamos hablando de cuántas personas vienen acá por problemas de inmigración.
But they also come for Medicare problems, Social Security problems. Many Latinos fought for the United States of America in the Army. They need to be taken care of. They're veterans.
Pero también vienen por otros temas, vienen por servicios de seguro social, por servicios a los veteranos. Muchos de ellos prestaron servicio a este país.
And so in 96 I ran for Congress, and now I've been there for 16 years.
En el 96 me lancé al Congreso y llevo 16 años ahí trabajando.
Every 10 years we have a census,
Cada 10 años existe un censo.
and from that census they have to change the boundaries of the districts.
Y en ese censo, basado en ese censo, designan los límites. Los límites es como que crean un mapa político y designan los límites.
This year, New Jersey lost a district.
Este año el estado de New Jersey perdió un distrito.
The population didn't raise, that was not going up
La
fast enough.
población no estaba subiendo lo suficientemente
So
rápido.
instead of having 13 districts, We only have 12 now.
En vez de tener 13, ahora tenemos 12.
So now we got to cut up the districts.
Entonces ahora hay que dividir los distritos.
A nonpartisan commission did this.
Una comisión sin afiliación política hizo esa decisión.
And as a result, all the towns I had in Essex County, like West Orange, like South Orange, Montclair, were taken away from me.
Todos los pueblos que yo tenía en el condado de Essex, como Montclair, West Orange, todos se le quitaron del...
5 towns in Passaic County were taken away from me.
Cinco pueblos en el condado de Passaic perdió.
So all I had left in Passaic County was Passaic, Clifton, Paterson, Prospect Park, Hawthorne, and Haledon. 6 towns now. And then all the other 27 towns, Bergen County, out to the George Washington Bridge I go now.
Right.
Think about that. And 2 towns in Hudson.
Right. Entonces de Passaic County solamente le quedaron los pueblos que tienen ahí designados en la tarjeta. Y entonces después le tocaron los pueblos que llegan de Bergen County, llegando casi hasta el puente George Washington, e incluso 2 ciudades en el condado de Essex.
Hudson.
Oh, the Hudson.
Hudson County.
Which cities?
Secaucus and Kearney.
Secaucus y Kearney.
And all the other towns, I gave you the cards. You have all of their names in
Ahí en
the
las
town.
tarjetas dice.
And there are a lot of Latinos living in those towns.
Y hay muchos latinos en esos
I've been
pueblos
walking
también.
through those towns,
Yo he estado caminando en esos pueblos,
knocking on doors,
tocando puertas,
going to the businesses.
yendo, visitando los negocios.
I did not even know that there's a big Colombian community in Englewood.
Yo no sabía que había una gran comunidad colombiana.
And I went to
en
the store
Englewood.
there on a Sunday morning, we had a great time.
Y fue
Bakery.
un domingo en la mañana a una panadería colombiana. Y
So
le
what?
querían, you should tell them that they wanted to give you the store.
Yeah, they did.
Le querían regalar todos los buñuelos en la
Right on Palisades Ave.
en Palisades Ave.
Yes,
Why they taking all the district from the place for you? Why?
I'm sorry?
Why they take it out?
The other towns?
Yes.
Because if you gotta go from 13 districts in the whole state
Yes.
down to 12, you gotta change some things or else it's not gonna happen. So you're gonna lose some, you're gonna pick up some. That's the way it goes every time they have a redistricting, every 10 years, right after the census. Everybody, every district now has to have 735,000 people. Before, 650,000, when you had 13. So now you gotta get all those people and make it into less districts, only 12 districts now.
Yeah.
12 congressmen. So New Jersey loses a little power, because we only, instead of having 13, we only got 12.
Yeah, New Jersey pierde un poco de poder porque en vez de tener 13, tiene 12.
But
Sir,
you don't
I
think
wanted...
it's better
sorry.
the way it was before, like a Passaic County keeping in the same way it was?
No.
Because Bergen County is
No, they always change, they always change.
Siempre cambian.
People have
Los
different
distritos.
counties, they move you here, they move you there. The congressmen have no, we can't cut our own districts out because we would make it the best for us. So an independent group has to do that.
Un grupo independiente, una comisión independiente hace esa
So
decisión.
the other coverage in the 13th district was absorbed by
Thank
the
you.
others.
Right.
Thank you.
¿Por qué partido
Sir,
va?
El demócrata, el partido demócrata.
¿Cuándo son las elecciones?
El 5 de junio.
El 5 de junio.
Yeah. I wanted to take this opportunity, if you could introduce yourselves to the
Yeah,
congressman, please,
then
so
we'll
he
come back
knows.
to what we're talking
Si se pueden presentar y decirle qué periódicos, qué medios representan. Su
My name
nombre.
is Ana Pariona.
Yes, Ana.
Yeah.
What paper you with?
I'm coming from an Especialista newspaper.
Very
I
good.
know you long time ago.
Yes.
From the team 9 years.
Thank you for being here.
You're welcome.
No se tienen que parar,
No.
estamos aquí como, no en la escuela,
Como
estamos en familia.
My name is Elizabeth Roca. I represent el especialito newspaper.
Thank you for being here too. Muchas gracias.
Thank you.
José Paulino, de Dominicano News.
Good, 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 good. Thank you for being here.
My name is Fernando Sopo. I think I'm the only Filipino here in this, in this room. But
We have Filipinos in Passaic.
I know.
My good friend, the commissioner, the county.
Anyway, I write for La Luz newspaper. I'm in charge of the English section, sir.
Ah, thank you for being